Hi, my name is Daniel Haikal and I'm the manager of Human Resource Department on Instagram. I would like to brief you the importance of this meeting. I'm sorry that I can't attend in these weeks because I had to go for a project in overseas in Switzerland. So the goals behind this presentation that I'm trying to brief that to shorten the time of working hours in the workplace for staff so that would help a lot of staff bring a lot of encouragement with the motivation towards the staff as they can complete the task, the work that they're trying to do at the same time while having the best moment of doing the work, and also giving them stress relief, so making them focusing on a task a lot more rather than being all stressful and working late hours, just tiring and torturing the instead of making the staff working long hours, more than 12 hours a day. How about we try to make it about 7 hours a day, 8 hours a day, and 1 hour rest period. So basically they only took about 7 hours of work per day. Or maybe if we can shorter the time, instead of 8 hours, we can go for 6 to 7 hours. So if 7 hours, 6 hours of working, if 6 hours mean 5 hours of working. By giving this chance of giving more time for the staff, making them have the motivation to work in the company rather than forcing them to do the work while having all kind of problem at their home, at outside environment. Making them have the motivation to work in the company rather than forcing them to do the work while having all kind of problem at their home, at outside environment. We should let the staff having more time with themselves other than working, because trust me, when the staff are happy and not in a stressing mode, it'll make the job become more easier and more achievable. Because I'll say about 80%, I'll say that 80% of tasks that was given from others to the staff would be, most of it would be a failure because of the problem that they have been thinking that kept bothering with their work. So by giving them time to relax, like trying to get themselves recover back and from being burned out, that's one of the things that we need to talk about. It'll help them focusing on solution far more easier, because most of the staff, from what I heard, have a lot of complaint of being so tired because they work from, usually what we heard is 9 to 5, but most of the staff work from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., having less time for themselves, make their life a little bit hard and make their life a little bit more like stressful, because they don't have the time for themselves other than the work. Because like I'm not saying this like you shouldn't care about your work, you shouldn't care about the task that you were given. No, you do have, but we gotta let the staff have more time for themselves rather than pushing them to focus on the job, when we all have our own things, we all have our own time to relax, to heal, to recover back our mind so we can focus. Because there's a study about brain, like people that have less rest time, sleeping time, occurs with having hard time of thinking, hard time of finding the solution, because like it affects their daily life, it affects their brain to malfunction, because like it's too hard for them to work, because like most of the time when you have a problem, when you're being so stressed and you are given this task and that task, it'll make you more stressed. And even worse, like if you look behind the statistics, most cause of depression in the workplace are about as high as 51% in the entire world, because of stress and having all types of problem where they can't solve, where the given time for them in the workplace are far more filled than the entire days. 12 hours a day, about like 14 hours a day. It's a torture for everyone, for every staff. So by shorter the time in the workplace, making the staff having more free time for themselves will not just help with the company, with staff achieving the tasks that were given to them. It'll help them with the mental health awareness. With the staff, all need to be aware that depression, mental health awareness, anxiety are real. We need to accept that. And by like, it's not just accepting that, but it's by making a change to overcome all of that with the mental health awareness. So by shortening the time will help all the staff, making their job far more easier, rather than forcing them to work 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. At least by shortening the time to under of 8 hours to 7, maybe 7 hours, will help them, giving them the chance to spend the time with their families, spend the time with their friends, so that everybody can work in the company and focusing on achieving the task, making huge sales, making huge change with Instagram, growing the company. Because like 6 hours a day and leaving the company just like for a while, of course we're gonna maintain like working hours, like making the company stay operational about 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. So the reason why I see that sending out opportunity for other people to work in Instagram, so we can feel the timing, the operational timing within the company, but by scheduling all the time, by filling them with different time, which means different shift, like morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift, evening. The brief of this meeting is not just by helping the staff, it's by helping the company also. So shortening the working hours would help the staff with their mental health, with their problems, and adding more staffs would help the company on continuing the operational hours, so that the company can earn a lot of profit. So this is the proposal that I want to propose to everyone. I'm sorry that I can't attend the meeting on this weekend because of the project that I have in Switzerland. So I'm Daniel Haikal, the manager of Human Resource Department, and I hope we can rethink the idea